You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, this is interesting. And I cannot help but feel the crash and burn of the 3x3 league owned by Breanna Stewart and Nafesia Collier is possibly leading to some of this. What was supposed to be the sustainable, looking right at you, Nafesia, the sustainable alternative to the WNBA is, of course, watching their ratings crash and burn at an epic level. When you're talking about 40 and 50 and 60 and 70,000 people watching, that's nobody watching. That's nobody. I mean, there are sitcoms out there that are getting better ratings, reruns, Big Bang Theory, destroying the kind of numbers Unrivaled is doing right now. Live sporting events getting crushed, right? And of course, the WNBA players have been asking for the moon. And yeah, when you want a 30% revenue share of gross, you're asking for the moon. When you're asking for a $10.5 million salary cap, you're asking for the moon. It's not realistic. It's a 29-year league with no profit ever. I will continue to contend that they shouldn't have opted out when they did. They should have let the league get that rush, that initial rush of media rights money in, and let the owners bathe in some actual profits for the first time ever before having done this. They jumped the gun. And they're going to, in part, pay the price for it. Oh, but expansion fees, which are one-time fees. That's not, expansion fees are not viable. Residual in continuous income, it's not. They're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, according to Breanna Stewart. And frankly, she sounds like they understand they're getting their asses handed to them. In the court of public opinion, forget about it. Forget about it. Fans are like, nah, we're seeing now what you are turning down. We're seeing the fact that you have asked for more money all these years, and you are turning down a CBA deal that's laying right there on the floor. Players can walk up and pick it up and be like, oh, wow. By the end of this new CBA, we're making almost a max contract's almost $2 million a year. And it's just laying there to be had. They keep walking by it, yet turning around and being like, we need more money. Fans aren't that dumb. Fans aren't that dumb. "15 months after the players opted out of the collective bargaining agreement, Breanna Stewart told Front Office Sports that she is, quote, just starting to see a possible resolution to the talks. Interesting. The Liberty Star and Unrivaled co-founder is also the vice president of the WNBA Players Union. Make it make sense. Which has been pushing for a bigger share of league revenue. Stewart told reporters earlier this month that while WNBA players have the ability to strike, quote, in our back pocket, no strike was imminent. You know what I find odd? Why are all these different players talking and saying different things? Do these players that are in this even know what the hell's going on? For real. They've all got something different. Natasha Cloud, even Sophie, is like, we're headed towards a lockout. She just said that the other day. In a recent interview with Front Office Sports, Stewart said that she had told her wife, quote, my brain is hurting. Mine too. From the range and complexity of the talks. Quote, unfortunately, I wasn't an economics major or anything like that, but we're trying to get the best deal possible, and we want to negotiate in good faith with the league. All right. Let me concentrate on the first 7 words. Unfortunately, I wasn't an economics major. No shit. No kidding. You don't say. You're dealing with a league that's never made a profit. You're trying to get 30% of the gross revenue, and you're posting things comparing this league to the other 4 major sports. I mean, really? To the other 4 major sports which print money. We can tell you're not economics majors. Trust me on this one. No need to say it out loud. We got it. Sturto Front Office Sports, quote, we're hoping for some kind of positive change or reinforcement here. In December, the WNBA proposed a structure that offers players 70% of net revenue with around a salary cap of $5 million. Later, the union sent the league a new proposal that wants 30% of gross revenue, a salary cap of $10.5 million. It's the gross versus net that again, it's only fair that they get a share if there's a profit. That's fair. You're not the NBA. You're not Major League Baseball. You're not even the NHL, which has a much, much larger media rights deal. The WNBA is yet to counter that offer. They still haven't acknowledged it. They still haven't countered that offer. ESPN reported the league believes the union's proposal would result in $700 million in losses. When they don't acknowledge something, they're telling you right there, nah, that's not going to happen, and we think that's a joke. Last week in Berlin, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said the league hopes to launch a women's league in Europe after it launches a men's version. Quote, we'd ultimately like to do a women's league in Europe if we can figure out the correct model. Man, they are dead. Unrivaled. Woo! You're done for. The WNBA has historically reported losses, but the lack of full transparency around teams and leagues' books have been a point of contention in labor talks. Front office sports, stop it. Don't you dare print you think the NBA and the WNBA owners are hiding money, which is basically what you just did. They are so in the bag for these damn players, it is pathetic. Quote, I think that while that is exciting, we're kind of a long way from that, Stewart told Front Office Sports. We have a lot of things to kind of figure out, like the WNBA, and how we're going to really figure out this formula where players are getting valued while also making sure the league is set up for success. Hopefully that's a little bit later down the line once we get our affairs in order over here. Adam Silver would go on to say, hey, we're doing whatever's necessary to get the deal done, and they're available at any point. I don't know. I mean, light at the end of the tunnel. At some point, again, you got players in this league that just got through making $100,000 this year. $100,000. And they're looking on the floor and they see a league average of 5 times that just sitting there waiting to be picked up. And they're going to, at some point, they're going to be like, what are we doing? I'm the 7th player. I'm the 7th person in the rotation. I'm the 8th person towards the end of the bench, and I play 12 minutes a game. You're telling me that in 2 years or 3 years of this CBA, I could be making $500,000? We better sign that deal. Tell me what you think. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Make sure you like, comment blackandwhitenetwork.com, exclusive member content. Go sign up. There's some chinks in the armor now of the players. This is going to get done. I've got the over-under February 15th. I'm going to say it. February 15th, this deal's done, signed, sealed, and delivered. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.